It's brand new, it's fast as hell, and it's pretty nice. Hey there, I'm John, this is Two Brothers RC, and this is the E-flite V1200 1.2 meter version 2. I had the original in blue back in the day. Now I have the updated version courtesy of Horizon Hobby, who sent it over to demo for you today. Thanks Horizon, really appreciate that. How does it handle, and is it worth owning? Let's dive into it and see how it stacks up. You'll note that I didn't say, see how it stacks up to the patent-pending Two Brothers review system like I normally do. I don't have enough experience with racing-style aircraft to create an objective review system for it, so I'm not going to bother giving this one a score. What I will do is go over it as neutrally as possible and tell you what it has, what it doesn't have, and let you make up your own mind. Let's start by giving you my actual opinion of the V1200 and go over the format of this video a bit so you know what to expect. For the first time in years, I brought back the Spectrum GPS device to measure speed in real time. The format will be similar to what you're used to, just without the text effects. I'm just over 1 week away from a 2-week vacation overseas that I will totally tell you all about on April 25th, but I'm near the burnout point and I really just want to turn my brain off for a while, so the V1200 is interesting. Horizon advertises 140 miles per hour out of the box. That is 225 kilometers per hour for those of you who don't use Freedom units. I managed 140 miles an hour easily with the Spectrum 6000 Pro Air Pack, but if you want more speed, SMC batteries will be the choice to go with here. I managed to pull 162 miles per hour with SMC 5900 HV2 packs.
162.2.
That's 115% more speed than the advertised Horizon specs. Not a bad deal. If you're into speed, this is a solid aircraft to go with. It has some downsides, and I'll explain when we get to the relevant section, but let's start with maneuverability. First up, this is a heavy airplane. It weighs 4.5 pounds or 2,048 grams without a battery installed in it, and this weight is carried by a 1.2 meter wingspan. This means that it needs to be maneuvered gently and with airspeed. If you get too slow and yank it, it will stall and it won't warn you when it does. It will drop a wing and it's gonna do it quickly. If you fly it like a pattern plane, it will do what you tell it to do. It flies exceptionally well at low to high speed, and it can carve beautiful lines in the sky, assuming your camera person can keep up with it. It's a hard plane to track on camera, and I'm amazed that Liz does as well as she does keeping it in frame. Speaking of, it's very fast. That's what most people care about with this plane. It hits 140 miles an hour with Spectrum batteries and hits 162 miles an hour with SMC batteries. No propeller swap is required. I don't normally feature SMC packs on a Horizon release like this, but I felt like I wouldn't be covering just how capable this bird is if I didn't showcase the difference in speed. With that speed comes an insane echo if you fly it at tree level. You will hear this thing bouncing off trees and buildings from miles away. It's amazing. You can fly the V1200 at full throttle for a while, but you won't get a lot of flight time doing that. If you manage your throttle usage and perform a mix of high and moderate speed passes, you should easily hit 5 to 7 minutes. That fist-sized motor in this plane draws a lot of power, and you're going to want to make sure that you're using the integrated voltage telemetry from the 100 amp Avian ESC so you know what the pack voltage is at all times to, avoid destroying it. Check the NX Radio tutorial linked below so you can figure out how to set up voltage telemetry and stop destroying your batteries. Because of how fast it is, you would think that the V1200 is a one-trick speed plane, but it's not. Speed forms the backbone of what it can do, but it also does pop-tops. It will flat spin. It's capable of doing blenders too. Knife edge is unreal at high speed. There's a lot more to the V1200 than just pegging the left stick and going on Facebook to say that you made numbers appear on a GPS screen, which inevitably turns into people arguing with you that your numbers aren't as good as their numbers. The V1200 is more than just numbers on a screen. It can be flown precisely. It can be tumbled. It can be flown fast as hell. And it can be flown very slowly with the flaps dropped. It does a lot of things, and it does all of those things very well. One other thing it does well is take off, so long as you allow it to slowly gain airspeed before punching the throttle. It's a tricky thing to do, but you can fly it very smoothly to the rotation. If you push it too fast, the torque of that massive motor will cause it to spin right into the ground, as this fellow found out.
Oh, Frank.
The wings require airspeed to fly, but they also require airspeed to negate the torque of the motor. Otherwise, they will spin into the ground, as you just saw. You can't just peg the throttle without unforeseen consequences. Landing is tricky. I can confidently tell you that I think that this is the hardest E-flite airplane to land in the entire lineup. Yes, anyone can land it, but landing it well and not having it bounce all over the place is another story. The P-51 1.5 meter feels like easy mode compared to this beast. If you want to make it easier to land, you need less wing load. That means you need to fly it on lighter batteries like 4000 class packs. The more weight that it carries on the wings, the faster it has to land to avoid stalling. Consequently, this also makes it easy for the wheels to deglove from the hubs if you side load it. Fortunately, it's not a hard fix to re-glue the wheels back together, but be warned, this plane does not tolerate poor landings. Heavier batteries will require more skill. Lighter batteries won't require as much skill. Also, the lack of suspension and the hard wheels make it prone to bouncing, like I mentioned earlier. It's tricky to get this one right, but it can be landed well if you put in the practice. If you just peg the stick looking for Facebook numbers and you never learn how to land it, you will screw this airplane up. So, listen to me and spend a battery or two doing touch and go practice to see how it likes to be brought down, so that your plane will last longer and you'll be able to do high-speed circuits for as long as you want. Fit and finish wise, it's pretty nice. It has the same incredibly dense foam that it had in the original version, and the decals don't peel off at high speed. Not even the TBRC decal, it's still on the belly where I put it. The hinges are still foam, but they held up to everything I made this plane do. I think this is some kind of special foam hinge because it holds up very well to aggressive maneuvering at high speeds. I would prefer to see plastic hinges, but these seem to do the job just fine. Horizon definitely seems to have strengthened the motor box too. I had a prop strike while thrust reversing on pavement, that didn't cause any noticeable damage to the aircraft. I immediately took back off and pulled high G turns, and it didn't have any issues at all. My original V1200 from 4 years ago shot a motor off after a prop strike back in late 2021.
Ooh. Oh no!
Fine until I went into that reverse thrust, but you can see how well this thing is built. All I gotta do is glue it back together. It'll be good to go.
That's a significant improvement, and I'm very happy to see that this is better. Assembly is pretty simple, just like the original too. All you need to do is put the wings on and screw 4 screws in place, and it's good to go. Total assembly time is like 30 seconds. Pretty nuts. That's just about everything you need to know about the V1200, so you can make an informed decision. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to support TBRC and what we do here, but only you can determine if it's worth owning. I liked the original, and I enjoy this one a bit more than that one, but I don't want you to go into this thinking that it's a super easy plane to fly. Takeoff and landing will require skill, but I guarantee you, if I can do this, you can do it too. Before we wrap up, here's the gyro gains that I used after unlocking the V1200. I set it to 50% expo on all axes and used 150 travel on all surfaces. The gains that I'm suggesting here are throttle based. Do not use these gains as fixed gains. They will not work correctly. They must be controlled by your throttle stick. Learn how to do this via the NX Radio tutorial linked below, which goes over the mixing required for you. It's not hard, so if you feel up to it, reprogram the receiver and it'll fly just like mine does. But know that this is entirely optional. The V1200 does not need these gains, this is just my personal preference. Huge thanks goes out to our channel members on twobrosrc.com/supporters, and a very special thanks goes out to our mega fans, Sarasota RC Squadron, Michael Smith, JR Man, Todd, N411X, Jeff Baker, and High Alpha Guto, along with our Ultra fan, TBRC fan. You guys kick so much ass. Be sure to swing by twobrosrc.com and pick up some of your favorite TBRC merch, like the hoodie I was wearing in this video. Coming up soon will be the Freewing B2 twin 70mm Spirit Bomber. Now with differential thrust and In the Name of the Moon, I'll Punish You action. See you guys next week.